Welcome to the AG News Show. I'm your host, Roberto Alvarez-Galloso, serving you the best in Americana music. We are now transmitting from Añasco, Puerto Rico, a village that is next to Rincon, Puerto Rico, which is also known as the surfing capital of the world. And also the place, Rincon, Puerto Rico, is the place where all of the Americana artists meet, greet each other, and record a lot of great music and a lot of great videos. And if there are some that are surfing, they surf too. For me, I have the pleasure and honor of inviting Breanne Tepler to our program. And for me, it's a pleasure and honor having you. I've heard your recent album, which was Two Trees, not only in YouTube but also in vinyl and in CD.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I'm on this call from Duluth, Minnesota, and we are on the corner of Lake Superior, one of the world's largest freshwater lakes, and people surf on our lake. That's how rough and tumble our lake is. When we have the gales of November, there are people out there in full wetsuits surfing.
That's great. I do have a big question for you because Two Trees has been a very big hit. It's been a
Thank
very big
you.
hit. Number one, what has been the inspiration behind Two Trees, and how can you compare it with previous albums, like the one called Juniper? That's the first question. The
Yeah,
second
let's.
question,
Oh,
the second question is how how did you form the Front Porch Sinners? What was your past, your present, and what will we see in the future?
great. These are awesome questions. Thank you. And thank you
You're
for this
welcome.
opportunity to share about my music. It's really great to release music and then have people be curious about it and ask questions, especially fans of Americana genre. So I was inspired to write this album because of a songwriting group that I'm in and people Ted Heinashevitz and
Oh
Doyle
yes,
Taylor. Yeah, yeah, and some others. We're all in that same songwriting group, and we inspire each other to keep going and to write, even when we might be tired, we might not have an inspiration, we might not feel like we're writing something that we really enjoy. We push through because when we push through, we get to the good stuff. We get to songs that we do love and things that we didn't think we'd write about. So the songwriting group really inspired me to write this Two Trees album. I pushed out a lot of songs during a particular songwriting season that we had with the group. And so many of these new songs fell under this idea of two trees, which is that, we are all carrying ourselves forward with us grief, loss, trauma, things that we've experienced. And but we still put ourselves forward. We smile, we go through the day. And so, we have these two types of people that are within us, two trees. So that's where the idea came from. And the band was formed in 2013 when I released my solo, it wasn't solo, when I released my debut album. I was writing songs for the first time back in just before 2013, and I had enough songs to record in the studio. And so I asked my husband, how do we do this? I don't have a band, but I need people. I don't play drums. I need to figure out how to do this. And he said, well, you got to put a band together. And that scared me because I don't like drama. I don't like conflict. I didn't want to put a band together and be people that I would fight with and not agree on something. And so I said, well, I'll put people together, but just for the recording, just for the release show, but then that's it. And I said, I'm not going to be a band person. I don't want to have a band. But then we got together, we recorded, we had a release show, and I said, "Oh my gosh, I love this. Let's put a band together in earnest. Let's get a group together that I love, that I want to work with." And so 2013 was when the Front Porch Sinners was formed.
great. Now that you talked about the past and the present, how do you see your career in the Front Porch Sinners, starting with the hit, the with Two Trees, and then the future after Two Trees?
Yeah. So Two Trees is so different from Juniper. We have a different rhythm section. We worked with a producer this time. My songwriting has really matured since the last album. And where I see us going, our band, everybody in the band works a full-time job outside of music. We have careers, we have families, we have other interests. And so are none of us have stars in our eyes, and we don't want to be on the big TV. We don't want to be scooped up by a record label. That's just not us. What we want to do is we want to get to as many stages as possible, whether it's festivals or certain venues in the Midwest. And we want to connect with people with these songs. We want to continue to write songs. We want to continue to develop the songs from the Two Trees album. When we go into a studio and we record music, I call that a snapshot. That's like taking a picture, old school picture.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever you wore on that picture day, that's what everybody's going to remember because we captured it. But then we can grow from there. The songs can evolve and they can change and grow. And I really hope that they do. I know they will. And how fun is that, that our listeners, our fans and our friends and family, they get to come along that ride with us and show us by their attention and their coming to events that what they're loving and what they don't like so much. And that grows what we play. So I picture us in the future playing some fun festivals we've never played before. I picture us playing at some venues we've never played before. I would love to play at First Avenue in Minneapolis. It's world famous. That's one of the places I want to play, and just connecting with more people.
Great. Besides vinyl, which I love vinyl a lot. And CDs. Where can we also find the albums and the works of Breanne Tepler and the Front Porch Sinners?
Yeah, you can find our music at briannemarie.com because my website has links to YouTube, Bandcamp, and Spotify. Apple, I believe, is on there. And so you can find online streaming, you can purchase the album, all of that. And, I love vinyl too. Thank you for saying that. I don't know, I'm going to lift this up so you can see. Look at all that vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
We love vinyl records here at the Tepler house. And vinyl is a type of medium that lends well to getting a record in the mail, putting it on the turntable, taking a moment to pause, not having a screen in front of you, and just listening to an album from the first song all the way through to the last, the way that an artist intended. And that I did
Mm-hmm.
intend it to be that way. Yeah.
Yeah, because I felt that when I've heard on vinyl and on CD, the Two Trees. I loved it. I loved it a lot. I even loved how
Thank
you did
you.
the vinyls with the color.
Yeah.
And on top of that, maybe you're not going to be scooped by any major record by labels. Today, the major record labels and the other digital forms are, let's just say, blasé. Where the future lies in the independent artists. We don't have to go to New York or California or Nashville. It lies in the independent artists. And I see in the independent artists inside the United States, the Midwest, Minnesota, Wisconsin. No, Minnesota, Wisconsin is producing a lot of great hits with you, Sarah Morris,
Hmm.
Ted Hayashevitz, Doyle Turner, Amanda B. Perry, Samantha Grimes. Who could ever forget Samantha Grimes?
Yeah.
You have these hits here in Florida, not in Florida. In Florida, you have Midnight Kahuna, you have Ricky Valido, and then you also have here in Puerto Rico. Right now, I'm in Puerto Rico. I said Florida because I'm sort of like confused with the times and everything because I had to take care of a lot of personal business. That's why I came here like on a short notice. But you have places like in Rincon, Puerto Rico, that are listening to Americana music, and you're having Americana artists going to Rincon, Puerto Rico, and actually performing. And those who are surfing, they're surfing.
I love that.
In our case, in the AG News show, which we also had the Americana Bistro Girl, I myself believe in promoting these independent artists. And I'm also saying that I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I'm also on BitChute, Brighteon, Gab, Rumble, and all the other social media. Why am I on the social media? Because I want people to listen to the artists. And just like in PBS, I'm also on Zelle. So those who want to donate can donate to me on Zelle on the email rcag62@gmail.com. And of course, I'm extending an invitation to all artists, especially those of the Midwest. Come one, come all, to be interviewed in the AG News Show. Why? Because you have the greatest music. I'm not joking. Your music is really great. At a time when many
Thank
people
you.
are looking for, at a time when people are looking for the real thing, instead of what passes as music, they're looking for the real thing. And our program is here to promote.
I love that.
Plus on a personal basis, despite my name, Roberto, I too am a Midwesterner just like all of you. I was born in Ohio. And even then, I'm also promoting Ohio artists like Deanne Hilton. So come one, come all, and be interviewed, because we are promoting the music. And we will always be promoting the music of not only the Midwest and the South, but all other Americana artists, the independent. That's all I could say. And you're also more than invited anytime you have another album. From our part
Wonderful.
here, this is Roberto Alvarez-Galloso, the AG News Show, wishing you the best from Puerto Rico to the world. Peace in, peace out, and peace everywhere. Not yet.